trying to go to sleep, okay? Trying to go to sleep. And I felt like I was being attacked. It felt like I was wearing like a 10-pound like helmet on my head. And I was like, what the hell is this? Like, what is this helmet on my head? And I kept hearing like psychological warfare and all this stuff. And all day long, it felt like something was messing with the air pressure in my ear. And so I was trying to figure out like what prayers to call in because it was really painful. And so when I asked, what to pray for, hi Steph, and yeah, they were just attacking me. It just they were attacking me about, I want to say like a half hour ago, okay? And so it was like all this metal stuff like in my head, full blown psychological warfare, like everything. And I'm like trying to figure out what prayers to call in. And then, well, I was like, I'm going to report them to the Galactic um, Council of Light. That was kind of what I wanted to do because I'm a civilian. um, so hi Wendy. And so then I asked my guides what to pray, and they said to pray to block China's military. I was like, China's military? Are we in a war with China right now? Because I think we're in a war with China. So then I said all these prayers, and all this stuff started moving off of my head. Um, and then the dodo birds were screaming at me, whatever the hell they are, the cadets, that's how they refer to them. And then I was just like, they're really like attacking us globally. Like China is attacking us globally with whatever this animatrix system thing is. And I'm like, what the freak is this? This is insane. And I was thinking it was linked to, I think it's like Huawei or Hanwei, Huawei, the technology that we installed in our military systems. Then, as I said this prayer, guys, to get this shit off of me, my Apple TV box started blinking. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why is my Apple TV blinking? Are they attacking through Apple TV? Like, is that what they're. This is like insane. Like, I'm sorry, but this shit is so fucking weird. I can't even talk about it. So then I went on to check the news on China, and all day, I mean, McCarthy met with Taiwan. They warned him not to do that because tensions were rising with China. I know that I think we just deployed some ships out there. And then it just said like China's like getting prepared, like they're ready for, it's like we're in war or something like that. So I'm pretty sure that's what's attacking us. It's China's military. It's like it's whatever these headsets are, whatever this crap is. I'm getting China like all the way, man. China all the way. But I do think there is a shared technology between, because the black hole stuff, that feels like Russia. Black hole feels like Russia, but there's another system that is coming in that is linked to China. And I think that's through our satellite system. And I think that's linked to Chavez and their technologies being installed in our satellite towers. I don't know if that's just a coincidence that my Apple TV just started flashing at the same time. Why would that happen? Can anybody explain that to me? Steve? Is that you? Steve Jobs. Why would the Apple TV be blinking? I kind of feel like, well, I asked about the black hole again tonight just to find out where it came from, and I'm still getting links to Russia with the black hole. China and Russia have some agreement they signed together. Yeah, it's like it could be like two forms of warfare that they're using. It's like energetic, psychological warfare. Did anybody else feel like heavy energies on them attacking them while they were sleeping? Just get it curious. It might feel like just pressure on your head, like you're wearing a helmet, or if you listen hard enough, you might hear a bot system. Just asking for a friend. Let me know if you guys feel anything, but this shit is like, it's live. It's live and happening, man. I'm telling you, every night we've been getting attacked from foreign countries. Like, I'm telling you, this has been happening for a long time. But tonight felt very extreme. Steph said she's felt it before. Yeah. Like, tonight was like, this is intense. This is super intense and uncomfortable. So, and Transcend said no, but probably would do some damage of me trying to get out. Oh, and this is another weird coincidence. I don't know. This I felt was like a little strange, but I was followed on my Instagram by a military person, and they were Asian, but they were American military, and I thought, is that symbolism? Like, what is that? Is that a coincidence that we're being attacked by China and like this person looks like they're from China, but they're wearing U.S. military outfit? That's like a coincidence. Um, because he followed me right before the attack, and other links I'm getting to this. So I was asking where the military dudes that were screaming at me when the system fails, where they are, and I keep getting Iraq and Baghdad linked to them. Iraq and Baghdad. And I don't know what the F. I don't know. And that's come up before, linked to this weapon. So I don't really know. I transcend. I did see a really weird military copter yesterday coming toward me, and I ran inside the house. It was like silver. It looked like a space helicopter. I was like, no, no thanks. Yes, it was big, and it was hovering low. I was like, I'm not signing up for that. It looked like it was coming right for me. I was like, run! I ran right back into the house. Oh god, I'm not messing with that. Anyways, I don't know what to think about all this, because they're violating human laws right now, like majorly with this stuff. This technology is a violation of human laws. Like, it's way too far. It's mind control technologies. It's also infrared technologies that they're using on civilians right now. Like, just a FYI, like, there is something so terribly wrong about this, but we have gotten no announcements or information from anyone telling us about this. Like, that's the creepiest part about it, is that I'm pretty sure we're being attacked by a foreign dignitary at this point, and nobody fucking telling us. Like, that's where we're at. Like, this shit is so bonkers. I can't even like fathom it at this point. Like, I just can't. Like, I'm just like, oh yeah. And then another thing. So I had, I told you guys that I had this vision. One of my students had mentioned that Trumpy Head was owned by somebody else, right? And then I tapped into it and I was able to see, and it looked like he was owned by a couple, and they were from the Middle East. I was getting really strong Saudi Arabia, that he was owned by them. And then I was talking about it to one of my friends today, and then she's like, well, Jared's owned by them. And then I was like, something's coming to light about all the monies and stuff, like with how they own them. And sure enough, New York Times posted 6 days ago freaking 250 billion in payments have been made to Jared Kushner. New York Times article. To a private equity firm. What the fuck are they buying for $250 billion, guys? Can someone explain? Now I'm realizing why Trump was saying that if something happened to him, that there'd basically be rolling heads. And I had seen the couple that owned him and they were just straight up evil. And I'm like, how much money they were giving them? That it's all coming to light. It's all coming to light. The monies are coming to light. But not only that, I was getting messages around these attacks, and I remember specifically was getting Manhattan area the night before his arraignment, and I was getting ISIS. And then I'm like, oh my God, the terrorist groups, like totally. And now I'm hearing cartel. And then Mexico now is trying to create some kind of a deal with China. Like, I'm like, this is just, what the nut is going on right now? Like, insanity is going on right now. It's like they're all joining forces right now. I was just thinking, I'm like, if I was thinking about all these attacks that have been happening on our soil, it's like we had the train derailment, chocolate factory went down, the school shooting, Nashville. I was definitely getting planned school shootings. Definitely was getting that. I feel like another train derailed out of nowhere. Black Hawk helicopters down, Kentucky. Kentucky came up in that reading. And I'm like, are they just like plotting terrorist attack? Like they're being funded in some way to attack us, like internally in some way? Like what's going on here? And I keep getting Lubbock and some kind of nuclear arms linked to Lubbock, some kind of weapons. I'm like, shit is getting fucking weird. We need to get some truth on this. We need to shine a light on this shit, because this shit is not right. Something not right. Something is not right. But I just heard Biden's on top of it. But I really feel like these last 2 weeks, we have been uncovering like major shit. They gave the money. It said 250 billion. Okay. But they have, over the course of like 4 or 5 years, been sending money to his private equity firm, and they mentioned in the article the 666 building that was basically under that he had needed to save. But like they're investing it into a private firm of Jared Kushner's. What are they getting in return? What the hell? What's the kickback on that? Like, what did he give them? The nuclear docs? Like, what did they give these people, like, for this money? Like, this is a lot of fucking money. And these people are in the Oval. They're in the White House. I know I'm laughing about it, but this shit is fucking insane. Like, I can't even, like, fathom it. Like, of course they're going to be pissed if Trumpy head goes down. Like, their power horse goes down. But why wouldn't they attack him? Why wouldn't they go after him is what I'm wondering. Like, that's what I can't figure out. So, riddle me this. Let me know if you guys figure that out, okay? All right, y'all. Well, shit's getting real. Part of the money is for giving info when Khashoggi was going to be in Saudi Arabia getting his marriage. The info was going to be in Saudi getting his marriage license so he could be killed. So giving up a location or giving up Khashoggi, there was a money payoff, you think? All of this just sounds so whack. But 250 billion, I mean, we're talking like it's still going on past that. It's definitely, yeah, Sparrow saying the new guerrilla warfare. Because I'm definitely getting terrorist groups. So it feels like they were funding like these terrorist groups in these areas. Oh, 2 billion? Okay. Oh my gosh. So I honestly like don't know like what I don't know anymore. Like it just I feel like we are just at a point right now in humanity where shit's fucking weird, man. Like this shit's not right. Like this is like a sci-fi movie gone really bad. Like that's kind of where I'm at. Like I can't even sleep anymore. I don't even think I sleep anymore. I think like I'm nocturnal. Like I don't sleep. And God knows what was in COVID-19. God knows. I gotta do that reading. God knows. Do you think he buried the docs with Ivana? Did he bury the docs? I'm hearing they're sealed somewhere. I don't know where those, I don't know. The docs don't feel like they're with her. I don't sense them. I don't sense them in the arena. I'm pretty sure they're with Putin, if I'm not mistaken. I think they got out already, if you know what I mean. I don't think they're not in the US anymore. Okay. I wondered if the 2 billion was for the secret technology documents Trump stole. Yeah, there are definitely some kind of a money exchange for sure that happened, but I don't know if that was through Saudi Arabia or if that's through, oh, it's through two monarchies that they received money to. United Emirates, and they said like two Saudi monarchies. So, and I just found out that Trumpy has been exploring with aliens from Mars. That was another article I found from 2020. I was like, oh, that's the last person we needed to be messing with aliens from Mars, you know. Kind of a big deal. How did things go so wrong? I feel like we jumped dimensions. We literally did. They time lapsed us. I'm telling they time lapsed us. I had so many clients coming through like, I think we're going back in space and time. Like it feels like I'm time traveling in my dreams and like we all felt like shit was not right. Like we knew it wasn't right. Like will Trump flee to Saudi Arabia? I don't know. I mean, I'm not really reading right now. I mean, but I don't know. Everything just feels foggy. Trump feels foggy. Like all I see is orange and you know, handcuffs on him. That's all I see for him. I see prison. That's what I see coming in right now very clearly. um he pretty much sold our country out from underneath us, and I think that's what's possibly coming to light right now. I'm pretty sure that's what's coming up this week. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of charges coming in for this guy. We're just on the very beginning of it. I don't know, there's something about a docket coming through. You know what's so interesting is what was the other thing? Like people were saying how minor the charges were for Trump. He had in the Stormy Daniels case, 11/11, 34 charges. But did you see the charges for General Flynn in the Mueller report? Because those are pretty bad. Those are pretty fucking bad. I feel like we need to direct the Fox News watchers to those charges that he got pardoned for. Those are pretty damaging charges. I was just looking at him. I didn't know he had his own intel. Like, I had no idea he had his own intel. Like, I was like, what the fuck? And he was doing work in Turkey years before the election. Years. I don't even want to know. Yeah, people need to know about the technology weapons and what he did with the docs. Like, that shit needs to be coming out. Like, we need to press conference that. I would think that's pretty important. I'm freaking tired of it. I actually had one of my students read on when these technologies would come off of our heads, and he was getting August time frame. August. I just heard April or May. Hopefully this shit gets outed much quicker and we're like figuring these systems out. Like I really hope that we have some kind of internal people that are figuring this out right now because I just want to sleep. So I don't know. I just feel like a lot's going on, but I'm sorry. Like I don't know what to say. Like my Apple just started blinking crazily when all this went down, and the fact that like the fact that we have to report these weapons to like the Galactic Confederation just feels so far out there and weird. Doesn't feel normal, but it works. It works. Protection coming through. Highly illegal weapons on the Earth plane. Oh yeah, I unplugged that shit. I was like, I'm gonna unplug that right now. That shit's not normal. kind of makes me think of like if they were using that kind of technology as a conduit in some way. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, maybe it's not through the Wi-Fi. Maybe it's not through the cable box. Maybe it's through the Apple TV. Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh gosh. All right, y'all. Well, let me know if you guys get any other messages around this stuff. But Sam the Illusionist, he's the one channeling the Federation and has a new one with the Palladians. Yeah, I haven't watched that. For some reason, I don't know why, but the way he posed that video, it kind of scares me. Like, I don't know what. I don't know if I can prepare myself for what the Palladians are telling us. The thing is, though, is like his messages are for like general, they're for general messages. So they're not like, they're usually like, well, no, I don't know. The last ones were definitely talking about an elite group having their own time travelers. That sounded about right. I need to look into that, I guess. See what the message is. But they're violating human laws. Like on the Earth plane, you can only be operating at a certain number capacity, and aliens are like, I don't know. I don't know the number system exactly, but say we're like a 3 planet, aliens are like a 5 planet. They can't come into the 3 planet because we don't have the abilities to protect ourselves against them. So it's like those laws have already been violated by these fucking morons who are supposed to be so brilliant, these AI techies. Oh, I just saw that AI news. 6,000 jobs going to be replaced with AI. Um, Newsflash, when are we going to get rid of AI? Like, are we, I mean, we have gone batshit. Like, we have gone batshit. Like, batshit. We've gone batshit. Like, we really, like, have gone too far. Like, way too far. And then there's all these warnings in the same breaking news saying AI has gone too far. AI to replace humanity. AI is stronger than humanity. That's because it's alien technologies. Like, we've crossed into the wrong, like, level of technologies. Like, we're not, they can't, we can't have them on our planet. They're like a 5 and we're a 3, okay? Okay? Can we just start doing news broadcasts to the world, to all these fucking morons, and letting them know that they went too far? I'm so over it. I'm so over it. I'm so over this AI shit and fucking Sophia. I'm gonna blow her up myself, okay? I'm gonna blow her up. She said it. She was here to destroy the world. They told us. She told us herself. We knew where this was going, and nobody did jack shit. All right, so anyway, on that note, I'm clearly anti-AI, and I'm ready to live on a prairie farm in the middle of nowhere off of the land, okay? But I'll still be attacked by their fucking technologies. Anyways, I'm sending you guys so much love and blessings. Just, like, keep reporting these technologies, okay? Just start reporting them. Reporting all the AI, report the scientists, report the creators, start reporting their asses. Okay, maybe we can get them off the planet. That's what I'm hoping. I certainly don't want them here. I don't want them here. We went too far, guys. We went too far. All right, guys. I will talk to you soon. Love and blessings. Bye.